Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Keela and today we are in Madeira in Portugal. So today I'm going to be teaching you a Yinyasa class, which is going to be partially a Vinyasa class, more of a power style flow, and then we're going to move into a really restorative part of the flow with long holds, and it's going to be very grounding and relaxing. And we are actually going to be changing up locations for the Yin portion, so hopefully you'll get a shift in the feel of the class through the visuals as well. So that being said, let's get started. In a tabletop position, toes are going to be tucked for stability, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. And we're just going to take a gentle circle on the wrists, starting in one direction, and then taking it in the other direction. And then once you've come back through neutral, you're just going to extend the left leg back. Give the calf a little bit of a stretch. You can rock forward and back slightly. Maybe you coordinate coming forward with your inhales and rocking back with your exhales, going at your own tempo. And taking that to the second side, so right foot extends back. Toes are tucked to get a little calf stretch. Keeping the breath steady and long. In and out through the nose. And when you're ready, you're going to come back through your tabletop, tucking the toes again here, and we're going to come to a hover with the knees. Starting to fire things up a little bit. Holding here for a few more breaths. Really trying to keep a long line from the sit bones to the top of the head. One more inhale here. And exhale, place the knees down. Next time you inhale, you're going to step the left foot forward between the hands. Inhale to come up. Hands interlace on the front thigh. Gaze comes forward. And exhale, you're going to untuck the back toes and rock back so that the hips come to the heel. This is going to be getting us prepared for later. So inhale, come forward. Interlace the hands on knees, maybe traction the front knee slightly away. And exhale, rock the hips back, flex into the front foot, sit back. One more time, inhale, come forward. Exhale, rock, sit back. Good, inhale, coming forward, plant the hands on either side of the left foot, tuck the right toes, step the left foot back. Inhaling here. As we exhale, right foot steps forward, drop the back knee, come up into your low lunge. Again, the interlace with the palms on the front thigh, and you can traction that knee slightly forward. Exhale, sit the hips back, untucking the toes. You can use your hands if you lose your balance there. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sit back. Bear with me, I am on the side of a mountain. And the ground's not very even, so hopefully I don't film myself falling off a cliff here. Last time, come forward. Hands frame the front foot. This time we step back, downward facing dog. First down dog of class. So if you need to pedal out the feet, I often encourage a generous bend in the knees so you can really send the sit bones up and back, elongate through the spine. Next inhale, we take our left leg up and back, three-legged dog. On the exhale, we're going to step that foot through, finding a low runner's lunge. Now here, we're going to be preparing for something we're going to be doing later in the class, sorry. So we're going to look forward, And with control, you're gonna step the right foot in, and you're gonna place the shin down on the ground and come to a little squat here. Inhale, we lift the foot. Exhale, step it back. Again, inhale, pull forward. Place the shin down. Exhale, step it back. Good. Inhaling here, planting the hands. Exhale, come through plank, lower down through to the belly. Untuck the toes, inhale, baby cobra. Chest pulls forward. And exhale, lower the chest down. Inhale, tuck the toes. Press up through a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep that flowing. Inhale, right leg comes up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull the knee in towards the chest. Step the foot between the hands, finding that low runner's lunge. We inhale here. Exhale, come forward with control, placing the left shin down this time, coming into your little squat. Stepping the foot back. Next breath, we come to the shin. Really starting to strengthen into the right leg here. And once you've done that twice, we'll plant the hands on either side of the right foot. Step it back, coming through your vinyasa. So lower down all the way to the belly, or this time you can hover in chaturanga. Inhale, flip to the tops of the feet if you want to come all the way to an up dog. And exhale, we lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. So here we're gonna come into the main flow, the main sequence. So that little shin moment and the rocking back on the shins is gonna come in very handy for this portion. So next inhale, the left leg is gonna reach up and back, three-legged dog. Step the foot between the hands. And the next time you inhale, you're gonna press firmly into the left leg to stand all the way up, finding a one-legged mountain pose. Inhaling here. On the exhale, we circle the knee, bringing it back, finding a Shiva squat. So the right knee taps to the back of the left calf. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, circle the knee back, coming into a warrior three. Inhaling here. On the exhale, bend into both knees, so much so that you can place the right shin down on the mat and sit back onto your bum. Taking the right hand to the outer side of the left foot, and you can use the left fingertips behind you to traction and extend into the left leg. Coming into this hamstring stretch. One more inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna plant the right foot, extend the left leg long in front of you, plant your right hand behind you, and lift the hips up, reaching up to a wild thing. Inhaling here, deeply controlled and calm. And exhale, sit the hips back, cross over the ankles. Plant the hands and step the feet back, finding a plank pose. Optional vinyasa here if you'd like to take it. We inhale. On the exhale, lower either to the belly or the chaturanga, to the hover. Inhale to the back bend of your choice. And exhale, hips come up and back. If the breath has started to get a little bit hectic, this is where you slow it down before we take that into the second side. That was just as much a reminder for me as it was for anyone taking class. I am a little bit nervous about heights, so it's a good reminder for me to take a breath as well. Next inhale, we'll take it to the second side, so right leg comes up and back for a three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot between the hands, finding our low runner's lunge. Inhale, we press firmly into the right foot, stand all the way up. Left knee comes into chest. Exhale, we circle the knee round, out, and to the Shiva squat, bending into the right knee. Left knee taps the back of the right calf. Inhale, we take the circle back the other direction. Exhale, send the left leg back, finding your warrior three. Inhaling here. On the exhale, with control, we bend into both knees, cross the left knee behind, and place the shin down so we can sit all the way down. Left hand comes to outside of right foot. We extend the leg and take a slight twist over to the right. Big inhale here. And on the exhale, release the foot, plant the left foot, extend the right leg forward. Left hand comes behind you. Press into both feet and the hand so hips can lift, coming into a wild thing. Let the head hang back here. One more breath. And exhale, sit the hips down. Cross over the shins, planting the hands. Step both feet back, finding a plank pose. Option here for your last vinyasa. On the exhale, lowering down. Inhale, we pull through to a back bend. And the exhale takes you up and back for a downward facing dog. Now we're gonna drop the knees to the width of the mat. Take the toes together and sit back. We're gonna find a child's pose. And we will want some pillows for this next portion of the class, the restful portion of the class. So I don't know if I remember to say that at the beginning, but if you don't have 2 pillows, just go ahead and grab them now. And from your child's pose, you can gently walk the hands up to meet the shins. Make sure you have your 2 pillows at the top of your mat. We're going to move into the yin portion of today's class. So we're going to be restoring, relaxing, taking things to come a little bit more slow, gentle. And the next time you breathe in, we're going to set up for a pigeon pose. So one of your shins will come forward. It doesn't matter which one you start with. I'm going to angle the shin and extend the other leg long behind you. Now a couple options here. You can use your pillow to prop underneath of your hip for a little bit more support. You can use both pillows underneath the hip. You can also bring the pillows underneath of the torso to lay down on. But the goal here is to be as rested as possible. If you happen to have a bolster at your disposal, it can be really nice to lay the bolster down under your chest and lay down on top of it. Rest your ear down. And we're going to stay here for about 2 minutes. We'll be giving minimal cues. And in each of these yin style poses, it is the goal to be as relaxed as possible. So if you're not comfortable temperature-wise, you might need a blanket. We may experiment with different variations using the pillows. And if the back leg extended is too intense, you can always shift over to the hip of the front leg and bend into the back leg for deer pose variation. Just about another 30 seconds here. And when you're ready, gently start to make your way to transition to the other side. So when we take a long time in the holds, we want to take a long time in the exits and entrances as well. So if you need to shift a little bit back and forth into each hip, and when you're ready, set it up on the other side. Again, taking your time here. And you may find that one side is more cooperative than the other. That's very normal. You may need to set up your props differently on this side. It is very rare that we are entirely symmetrical. And if you're watching the video as well as just listening to my voice, you may notice that I don't look as relaxed. It's because I'm trying not to squish the microphone so that you can hear me. So there's no need to hold yourself up at all. You can lay down onto your pillows. You can have your cheek to the mat. And we stay here and we breathe. The benefit of some of these longer holds is that we get past the point of stretching the muscle and we start to get into the connective tissue. And if you don't care for your connective tissue, it can get very stiff and brittle. So we really want to make sure that we're giving it some attention and some love. And coming out of it slowly, gently. Being diligent to really take your time coming out of it. Maybe you rock forward and back in your tabletop for a moment. Maybe take a cat-cow or two. Next, we're going to set up for a forward fold. So first, we're going to extend the legs straight out in front. Options are you can put your pillow or your bolster underneath of your knees for support so that your legs don't have to be quite so straight. And you can also take a pillow under your belly and lean forward. So ideally you'd want your head relaxed as well, back of the neck relaxed. But as I said, I'm going to keep my head upright so that the microphone is not compromised. So if you find you're quite flexible in the hamstrings, you might want to take both pillows underneath of the chest to give the low back a little bit more support if you're finding it tight around the low back. If your hamstrings are really tight, you might want to take both pillows underneath of the hamstrings. And again, we're going to stay here for about 2 minutes. I'm hoping that you'll be able to hear some of the waves in the background, and the rustling of the leaves. With all the videos that I'm filming here, I really hope that I can bring a little bit of Madeira to you at home. Just about another 20 seconds here in this forward fold. Allowing the back of the neck to release heavy. Coaxing the hamstrings open gently. And when you're ready, slowly coming out of it. Notice the sensations that arise for you as you start to exit the pose. And we're going to set up the pillows behind you. So stack them one on top of the other, or if you have a bolster here, that's great too. You're going to face away from your pillows, base of the spine to the pillows. You're going to let the knees rock over to the left. And then you're going to twist yourself towards your pillows. Take any readjustments that you need. And then you're going to lay down onto the pillows, feeling the support of them. And here you can twist down all the way and lay your right cheek onto the mat. Or if that feels like a little bit too much, you can lay your left cheek onto the mat as well. Any readjustments that you need to make this position comfortable. And we stay here and we breathe. Just gonna bring my timer over. Elongating the breath here. Slowing down the nervous system. Feeling a gentle unraveling of the twist. We have a little visitor. Hello. This cat has been following me around all morning. We became friends this morning, and he's followed us into our tent and when you're ready, you can start to slowly unravel your twist. Take the knees up through the center. And then just take a little windshield wiper of the knees, side to side. And let the knees fall over to the right. You can take that twist over to the second side. Again, here we're holding for about 2 minutes, so making sure that you find a position that's comfortable. And if there's any residual tension that you're holding on to, you can feel free to let that release now. Let any hectic energy start to dissipate. And just a few more moments here. And as we prepare to exit, make sure that you are slow and intentional. Begin to release the twist. And bring the knees back through the center. And again, let the knees windshield wiper from side to side. Don't know if he's in the shot or not, but there's another cat. It's a new cat. They're everywhere. All right, and we're gonna come into our final resting pose, which is Shavasana. So you can lay back, head onto the pillow. You can either keep the knees bent, maybe let the knees knock together. You can extend the legs long. But whatever position it is that you take, make sure it's comfortable. There's no right or wrong way. You just want to be able to relax entirely. Feeling all the effects of that practice. You can gently start to reawaken the body here. Or if you'd like to stay in Shavasana longer, you're more than welcome to. And start to bring a gentle movement into the fingers and the toes. Maybe roll your head, shaking it no, massaging your skull. And in your own time, in your own way, keeping the eyes closed, make your way into a comfortable seat. You can come to the shins, or you can come cross-legged. And take the hands to meet at the heart center. We'll take one more unifying breath in through the nose. Feeling the lungs full at the top of the breath. Before you exhale, you can let it out the mouth. And gently blink the eyes to open. Thank you so very much. I really, really enjoyed filming this one. I hope you enjoyed the cat cameos as much as I did. And I hope you enjoyed the beautiful view and this beautiful, beautiful location. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. And I hope I'll see you for the next video.